I'm Owen Swart. Some people call me Commodore Owen Swart. My geek cred is that I'm a long-serving Starfleet officer in Starfleet, the International Star Trek Fan Association, as well as various other things. I've been active in the geek community sort of my whole adult life, and I've always kind of felt a yearning for a place to go to just relax and do geek things. So I've had this idea rattling around in my head of creating a space like that, by geeks for geeks. And then a couple months ago, this venue just fell in my lap, and my girlfriend Sue and I decided that we had to do this. It's primarily gaming, so things like Magic the Gathering, board games, miniature games, role-playing, cosplay, that kind of stuff seems to be the main focus, because those are the things that don't have a nice place. Things like online gaming, World of Warcraft, that you just do in your own home, that's fine. But the more social type of geeking activities need a place to happen, and there aren't that many places for that to really go on. We had a thing just about every Friday or every Monday. We'd have people over to our house to role playing or board gaming, and that was great. But then it's in your own living room, and you have to lock your dogs up. And if people bring their children, then you freak out because they're going to mess on your furniture and things like that. But in a public venue, you don't have to worry about any of that. That's my job to worry about that on everybody else's behalf. I've certainly gone to the local pub and played Magic, and gone to Mug and Bean or News Cafe, but it's never very nice. The lighting isn't really adequate, and you've got all these non-geeks who are walking back and forth and either casting scorn upon you, or they're asking about it and interrupting your game. But if you're in an environment with fellow geeks, then they understand when you're playing Magic you don't want to be interrupted. Or if they see an especially cool card on the table, they'll ask about that card because they can't contain themselves, and they're sharing in the geek experience with you, which you don't get in kind of a general public place. Magic is always a popular game. HeroClix seems to be doing pretty well. That's my personal favorite game as well. And Star Trek Attack Wing, that's sort of a specialty of our club. We seem to be the Star Trek Attack Wing center of Joburg so far. It's a brand new game, so maybe it's too early to call that, but so far this is where you come to play Star Trek Attack Wing. We also have a snack bar and a coffee bar with unlimited coffee. For members, people who sign up for a monthly membership, then there's unlimited Wi-Fi as well, so you can bring your laptop or your iPad and do whatever you like to do there. We also, pretty soon, will be opening our little retail offering called The Armory, which is sort of a geek convenience store as opposed to Outer Limits, which is the major retailer in Joburg. Instead of going there, well, you would still go there and do your monthly shopping, but if you're here on a Monday night and you realize you left your dice at home, or you suddenly need a new set of sleeves for your Magic deck, you just pop down to the Armory and pick it up. Based on what I've seen at the various conventions and that kind of thing, Icon and Geekfest, I'm guessing there's sort of 2,000 to 3,000 people around Joburg. Not all of those are necessarily in the market for something like DeeTwenty, which is fine. What we're aiming at is maybe 10% of that market. I think we can. I think it's reasonable to expect that we can pull maybe 10%, sort of 1 in 10 of those people would visit DeeTwenty on a monthly basis or more often than that.